Oh, it was fun. My mom, definitely not the biggest gamer in the world. She was testing my patience a little bit, but it was a really fun time overall.
Hi everyone, welcome to 1v1. I'm joined today by Zekken following Sentinels 2-0 loss to 100 Thieves. So Zekken, you guys always beat 100 Thieves,
Yeah.
so what happened today?
Um, just a really rough day from us, and they played really well. Nothing like too crazy.
So, with this loss, it's kind of like whether you guys qualify for champions, it's kind of out of your hands, right? You guys have the points, it just kind of depends on how things kind of shake out. So, how are you feeling right now about that?
It's definitely tough. We would have preferred to, qualify on our own and not leave it in the hands of other teams, but we just gotta hope for the best now.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, by the time this interview comes out, like we'll know whether you guys have qualified or not. So I'll ask you two things here. One, if this was your last game this season, how do you feel overall about how you guys played, how you played personally? How would you assess the season up to this point?
Um, well, we started the season off as good as we could have. We won, the first international tournament of the year, but since then there's been definitely a lot of struggles, especially in Los Angeles. Um, this last match was definitely rough. I think all of us the last week have been struggling for different reasons in and out of the game. A lot of things out of our control kind of suck, but that's life. Can't do much about it. But yeah, definitely. If this was our last match, it's definitely a bad way to go out. It was a tough match.
Mm-hmm. Um, if you guys do end up qualifying for champions, it'll be your first time since 2022 when you were with XSET. So I'm curious to know, like, in what ways do you feel that you've like kind of grown and improved as a player since that champions?
Um, Having a lot of experience definitely helps. I would say I'm probably like twice the player that I was when I was 16 competing in that, or I was 17 competing in that tournament. Just having a lot of experience both here in LA playing on the stage and internationally as well. I feel a lot more comfortable. I remember both Copenhagen and Champs last, or not, 2 years ago. It was a lot for me. It was very
Mm-hmm.
overwhelming. I was like, oh my god, I'm playing at this international tournament. I have to do good. Oh my god, I'm the representative of our region. So I was it was tough back then, but like when we went to Madrid this year, I felt a lot more calm. I felt a lot more chill. I got to enjoy the moment a lot more and was really happy to be there.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it would be a similar story if we made it to Korea. Um, we've been to Korea before for an off-season tournament,
Mm-hmm.
so it'd definitely be really cool to go again. And I'm sure we'd have a very similar mindset than when the one we had in Madrid.
For sure. If you guys are able to qualify for champions, who are some of the teams that maybe you'd like to face? Some players that you'd like to meet?
Um, I don't really have anyone in specific that I'd want to play against or meet. I'm just excited to play different regions. I mean, obviously with how the groups are, we'll be playing another team or one team from the other three regions,
Mm-hmm.
no matter how we get seeded. So I'm just really excited to play some international games that are from teams outside of Americas.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Um, so I wanted to ask you a little bit off topic, but um, I know that your mom, she's always here at the arena. You always have like a lot of your family here. So kind of how does it feel to have that family support here when you're playing?
That's amazing. Just having my mom or whichever other family would end up being here, being able to hear their voice in the crowd or just see them, it feels really great, and I'm very thankful to be able to have that kind of support.
Mm-hmm. I noticed that you actually played with your mom against Trent and his mom the other day.
Yeah.
So what was that like?
Oh, it was fun. My mom, definitely not the biggest gamer in the world. She was testing my patience a little bit, but it was a really fun time overall. It was a really fun. It was just a really fun day because we were trying to do the video, or like we were shooting the video for most of the day, and I had a really good time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's awesome. Um, so that's all the questions I have for you. Do you have any other kind of final thoughts? Anything you'd like to say to the fans at this point?
If this ends up being our last game of the year, thank you guys so much for supporting us the entire year. Had a lot of ups and downs, but it's been really, really fun, and I couldn't be more thankful for the experience. If it's not and we make champs, hey, we made champs. That would be cool. But yeah, just thank you guys. Really appreciate it.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens, and thank you so much for this interview, and good luck either whether it's Champions or this off season. Hope we get to see you more.
Thank you.